Forecast. I'm Joseph, the host of the UFC Forecast. Got the co-host Loaf. And we're going over the full card early predictions. Betting breakdown. Usman Edwards 3. It's 11 o'clock. Monday morning here. Make sure to smash that like button. Suplex the subscribe button. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're doing a $500 giveaway. And all what you got to do is join the Discord. Become a forecaster. And once we hit 400, 500 subscribers, we're going to set up a giveaway bot there. And if you want to join our bets on the Patreon page, it's only $5 a month, early and exclusive access to all of our bets. And last week, Loaf, we were pretty successful. We're up 7.3 units. We put down 12.5 and we won 19.8. So you subtract that 12.5 and we're up 7.3. We had a live bet, Alexander Volkov by KO. And man, that was quick.
Yeah.
And I seen a lot of people taking Romanov, man. Like everybody but Blood Money that I watched had Romanov, and a lot of them had it by submission. And live bet, Volkov. It was for the Patreon members only. And it hit pretty easily.
That's when the reach comes into play sometimes.
Yeah, and we both had Volkov, man. Good thing I didn't switch my pick. I know I was on the fence about it, but
Volkov's fought everybody, like we said, too, right? I mean, he's experienced fighting everybody in that division, so.
Yeah, he really showed.
And Romanov struggled against Tiberius last time around, so that's why I said to Ryan we couldn't take him this time, especially against someone like Volkov who's fought everybody.
And then, first off, Victor Petrino, he didn't get that knockout, but it was so close, Loaf.
Yeah.
You still hit your lock, though.
Still hit my lock, but yeah, I thought that KO was going to happen. It didn't happen, but Turkalov did do better than we thought he would for sure. I mean, I thought he was going to get slept weight.
Yeah, he got a couple takedowns.
Yeah.
He was going for them, but
no, good thing.
He had a good chin.
Still hit. Yeah.
He proved that he had a good chin, so. Petrino, though, still got it done. You're about to be 3 in a row after this week, potentially.
Yeah.
My lock streak, though, man. Towel over the head. Oh, my God. Said Nurmagomedov. And that's the second time I said he was for sure going to win. Thank the forecast later, and they lost. Fucking said Nurmagomedov. He almost got the submission, too, inside the distance. That didn't hit. So I lost a unit there. But Merab Dvalishvili in the main event, Loaf, my dog of the week. I won 6 units on that decision. A lot of people doubting it. It is what it is, man. Like, a lot of people didn't want to go against Jan. I don't blame them, but I really had a good feeling about Merab Dvalishvili.
49 takedowns, as I was mentioned too, or takedown attempts. That's pretty.
Not to mention the cardio.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that's a lot of takedown attempts, man. I just knew he was gonna go for that takedowns and control time. He got it done. I have a really good feeling about some bets this week, and I went 2 for 3 on underdogs. Like this week, I was gonna go 3 underdogs on the main event. I switched it up a little bit, but I still have 2 underdogs on the main event. I think one of them's going to hit for sure, so I'm going to play money line on both of them. Probably not going to be looking for the knockout or submission prop or inside the distance. It's best just to play at money line.
And last week, too, Krylov.
Yeah, and last week, Krylov, he was another bet. I had Ryan Spann submission and knockout.
Yeah, I did not expect that, man. Especially when he was in that guillotine, I thought he was done.
Yeah,
I thought he was done for.
Krylov would have tapped in any other fight.
Yeah.
But he got out of it. You were right.
Yeah.
And we went 1 for 1 on disagreeing fights. And this week we have 3 disagreeing.
Yeah.
So we'll see who does better this week. But guaranteed profit bet, we're going to be looking to do that on the Friday show. Stay tuned for that. Patreon members will have it first. Last week here, it was Victor Henry by decision. Tony Gravely by decision. And it's funny, we both had Gravely as an underdog. But then we played at Henry decision. Walked away with 1.8 units profit on that one. Even though our pick didn't hit, you know, we still won a bet. We won profit.
Because it was guaranteed.
It was guaranteed. And looking up here at the top bets, we only hit 2 bets, and we were up 12 units, and that was enough to pay for everything. So Patreon members got paid. We're up big units, looking to do it again. What else is there to talk about from last week, Loaf? JJ Aldrich, shit in the bed?
Yeah, that was...
Don't bet women's MMA. That's why. Like, everyone was on Aldrich as well here on the sheet.
Yeah, Lipsky, big underdog.
Lipsky, huge underdog. Tyson Nam, I thought that underdog was going to hit, but Silva, you said you were switching the pick last minute, and that was my fault.
No, I just didn't get to him in time.
Yeah, you didn't get to him in time.
But I was taking Silva, but I just forgot to mention it to Ryan. But Yeah.
Harris, he got it done. He didn't get it done inside the distance, though. That was the first fight of the night. Jared Gooden was overweight.
Williams did really good the other night there, too.
Yeah, Williams. So I mentioned I'm going with the wrestlers in 2023, and yeah, the wrestler won.
Grant pulling off that last-minute submission was awesome, too.
Holy
Didn't
fuck.
think that was going to happen for sure.
He was about to lose that fight. Like I mentioned, a sunset decision was about to be money, but Davey Grant got the submission. We thought it was going to be a knockout, but he could not find that knockout. He had a tough first and second round.
And like we thought, Bautista got it done with ease in the first round.
Yeah, submission. Called that easy. And Dumas, legendary MMA lock, said he was a potential lock. Thought you were going to lock him in.
No.
And then he called Victor Petrino a fraud, potential fraud.
And said Dumas, definitely.
Yeah, so complete opposite. Dumas was a fraud, street fighter. Josh Frem looks really good, and he looked very big in that fight. Like I mentioned in the final prediction show, he's very big. I was not putting any money on Dumas. Luckily, I didn't, love. And yeah, that's it for UFC Vegas 71. Let's start off with UFC 286 at the O2 Arena. Ultimate Fighter winner, Juliana Miller. 3-1, not too much experience. She's fighting
She's 4-1 here. Is that one? Huh?
4-1. Yeah, maybe.
I think she is
4-1.
Yeah. I think she got 2 KOs, 1 submission, and 1 decision. I believe. Is what she has.
And Veronica Hardy, which is also Macedo. She got married to Dan Hardy. 6-4-1, 3 years off, 375 underdog. I like Juliana Miller in this spot. Just won the Ultimate Fighter. She looked good. She got the takedowns. I think she's going to win this fight, love.
Yeah, I think she is too.
She has a reach advantage.
I definitely probably won't bet it though, just because it's women's. I may bet it on like 1 or 2, but definitely not too many. But I mean, I believe the finish too is live. Juliana Miller's got a decent amount of finishes out of her wins, even though it's not many. And Veronica, I mean, she has been finished a couple times. Either by a sub or a KO. So, I mean, Juliana could find that. She's found it before against Brogan Walker.
Yeah.
So, I might sprinkle, honestly, a little bit on Juliana Miller for finish if the value's there.
Yeah, it could be there. She went 4 for 4 on takedowns against Brogan Walker. She could win a dominant decision, get that finish. I think she's winning this fight for sure, love.
Yeah.
Next up, who we got?
Next up, we got Ludovit Klein versus Jai Herbert. And I love Ludovit Klein in this fight.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, man.
He is good. Mason Jones, he really impressed me there. I honestly thought Mason Jones was going to get it because Ludovit Klein did struggle when he first came into the UFC there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's looking really sharp. His striking's hard as fuck for this division. And Jai Herbert has had a little chin lately. I mean, I know it's against good people, but I think if Ludovit Klein can find his chin, he's going to put him to sleep. So I think Ludovit Klein KO TKO is the bet here.
Yeah, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions. It could be the submission too.
Could be a sub, yeah. Finish either way.
But he has heavy hands, man, and he has the volume and pressure. And Jai Herbert's chin, like you said, pretty questionable. To Poirier, one of your favorite fighters, knocked him out. Kyle Nelson, it made it a close fight there. Last fight at the start. Ludovit Klein's going to make this a dog fight for sure. Coming in as a favorite. I definitely think they have this fight priced exactly right. He doesn't have the reach advantage. He's going to be struggling with that, but if he gets on Jai Herbert, he's going to be looking for that knockout, and I definitely think it could hit low. I agree.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Joanne Wood. You might know her as Joanne Calderwood, and she's fighting Luana Carolina, 8-3, 220 underdog. She's a decent striker, but she's been finished before. Joanne Wood. She's fought high-level competition, title challengers, title holder, Alexa Grasso there. Lost by submission, but Carolina's not going to get the finish in this fight, that's for sure. I think Joanne Wood's going to win this by a decision. Women's MMA, she's 37 years old, though. I definitely think she can sneak out a decision, though, Loaf.
I think she will, too. She has good amount of experience, a lot more fights in her under her belt compared to Luana Carolina. And like you said, she's fought a lot higher-level people. I feel like she gets it done by decision, though. Her age is probably going to slow. She won't be as good as she used to be with finishing people, so I feel like she's going to slow down a little bit. Luana's kind of a lot younger, so I feel like it'll drag out to decision. Joanne will edge it out from wrestling and takedowns.
Yeah, squeeze out a victory.
Yeah. And next up, we got my underdog of the week, Malcolm Gordon versus Jake Hadley. And I like Malcolm Gordon for this, man.
He's our Canadian.
I mean, he went to round 3 with Muhammad. Muhammad's obviously on the rise right now. A lot of people like him.
Made that super close, man.
He did. And he bet Dennis Bondar and knocked him out. I think it was before 2 minutes, just cleaned him.
Almost broke his arm.
Yeah, and then
it was an arm injury,
beat Francesco Figueiredo. I mean, the guy's scrappy. He has really good hands. And he'll make it a dog fight. I feel like Hadley just hasn't fought anyone like him yet with the resistance and also the power at the same time. And like I said, Gordon is the same birthday as me and George St. Pierre, so gotta go with him May 19th.
Yeah, 340 underdog, man. I might sprinkle something on it. BJJ black belt. We were thinking he was going to get the finish, man, but I think it's going to be a decision for Malcolm Gordon. Hadley's tough. He's coming off that submission win. His loss was a decision. He had low output. Malcolm Gordon's probably going to overwhelm him in this fight, I think. Possible finish, but I think he gets the decision. Yeah. And he got the takedown against Muhammad Mokaev. That was impressive. He looked very good in that fight.
I mean, even the value just to win alone, you may as well just take the win, 340.
Yeah, just to win alone, 340. You might as well sprinkle a little bit on it. But I really do think he does win this fight. He's going to be the pick. Jake Hadley is at home, 9-1. But like I said, he's coming off that loss 2 fights ago. Low output. Malcolm Gordon, I think he's really going to overwhelm him.
Yeah.
And we're both going with the underdog on that fight. Last week we went with some underdogs and it bit us in the ass. But I think this week we're going to hit on that underdog on the prelims. And you were looking at this underdog, Dusko Todorovic, 262. And we had a lot of confidence on him coming into the UFC. But he's looked chinny, and he's going to be fighting Christian Leroy Duncan. 5 knockouts. This guy has serious power. He can end the fight on 1 punch. He's going to be looking to throw some flying knees, spinning kicks. And I think he's going to be live for the knockout. I might sprinkle something on it. So Patreon members are going to have access to that. Loaf, are you still on Dusko Todorovic?
No. I was thinking Dusko at first, but you're like I said, you're right, man. He has been a little chinny lately. Looking at Christian is in a lot better. Looks like a meaner guy. Looks like a guy that would knock you the fuck out.
And all of his wins are in Cage Warriors, too.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like he's going to do good at home here. He's going to want to put on a show, and I feel like he's going to put out Dusko Todorovic. So I feel like it will be a KO TKO for Christian Leroy.
There's another Chris Duncan, too, but I don't have as much confidence about him. This guy's definitely the more high-confident pick out of the 2 Duncans. And make sure to smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button. Like I said, once we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to do a $500 giveaway. Setting up a giveaway bot in the Discord. So you got to be in the Discord. Link's going to be in the description below. Love who we got next here.
Next up, we got my lock of the week. Hopefully not too many people disagree with this. I got Lerone Murthy. I feel like he's going to pull it out, man. He's fought good competition. Went to a draw with Sabero to Kolgov, and Kolgov's good trains with Khabib and them.
And they cut to Kolgov too, eh?
Yeah, you know, I heard about that. But yeah,
bullshit.
Lerone's good, man. I mean, Lerone's real good, and he has good hands. I mean, a guy who's been shot in the face probably isn't too scared to fight. So I'm gonna go Lerone Murphy, man. I feel like he'll get it done. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a decision or a finish. So I'm just gonna take him just to win. But he's my lock.
I really think he gets the knockout. He has 7 knockouts, 4 decisions, but he does have some low-level competition wins there. Gabriel Santos is not low-level. He's 10-0. Undefeated, coming from the LFA. Wins over positive records, too, so probably goes the distance, I'd say. 157 is the odds that we found right now. Lock of the week. I think you're right. Lerone Murphy wins this fight. If I'm gonna
It could be a decision, though.
If I'm going to be betting it, though, I don't think I'll risk it for the knockout. Just because this guy's undefeated, but money line, I could put a little parlay together with him. I think he wins this fight. Yeah, it's going to be a close fight, though.
Yeah, it is going to be close.
It's going to be close, I think. But Lerone has the reach advantage.
And he, like I said, he has that UFC experience, Gabriel's debut, right?
Yeah, so he has the experience now, and he's very good on the feet, and he's pretty good on the ground, too, as well. He's well-rounded. That knee knockout against Makwan and Amirkhani, that was super impressive. So the knockout could be live again against a guy that doesn't have the UFC experience.
Yeah.
And next up, we got my lock of the week. Biggest favorite on the card, but I'm taking him by first round submission. Lock of the week. That's the play. If that doesn't hit, then my lock doesn't hit. 9-0, Muhammad Mokaev against Jafel, Filho. 14-2, and he has a submission loss. And he has a decision loss. He's a $5 underdog. I'm not impressed with him. He went 3 rounds, got the knockout victory in the Dana White Contender Series, but he's fighting pretty low-level guys, man. Mokaev, I know a lot of people are doubting him, doesn't think he's the real deal, but I still think he's the real deal. Potential champion, I think.
I feel like they're kind of just throwing Muhammad a lob ball here, honestly.
Yeah, this is definitely
not sure why, but like
definitely a win. But for my lock, it's a first-round submission. Lock of the week, first-round submission. Do you agree with the first-round submission, though, Loaf? Like, I think he's the real deal. He's going to dominate with the takedowns.
Like I said, it's hard to say because he has went past first round a couple times. And
the Cody Durden fight.
I know. He
got the guillotine. I think it's going to be an arm
I
triangle.
100% agree with the submission, but yeah. I'm not sure about the round.
Yeah, the Cody Durden fight, though, he got the guillotine in the first round. If Filho goes for a takedown, it's game over in the first round. But I think Mokaev goes for the takedown in the first round and gets the arm triangle or rear naked choke. First round submission. Lock of the week.
Next up, we got Sam Patterson versus Yanal Ashmoz. And Sam Patterson is skinny, man. I mean, his figure kind of concerns me. I don't know if he can take a lot of like hard shots, you know what I mean?
8-inch reach, holy fuck.
It's a huge reach, and that's why I kind of like him for it. And like I said, a lot of people do like him in England. They think he's going to be at the future of the UFC. I don't know, but I didn't have my lock on at first because I didn't know. But when I saw him in videos, I'm like, I can't take him as a lock. Like honestly, I can't. He just
the submission's live though. We see
it is. He does have a lot. He has 9 finishes out of 10 wins, so obviously he has good finishing ability.
Yeah, watching tape,
like,
man.
He may even win this, but
he's pretty good at the submissions.
He's
man.
a big favorite. Like,
yeah, he's a big favorite too. They think highly of him in England, but
and I am going to go with Sam Patterson. I just don't know how. I think it will be. I think it will be a finish if anything. He's got a lot of them, so I feel like Sam Patterson will find the finish with that reach.
9 finishes, 4 knockouts, 5 submissions. I think the dog's live though. Am I missing something here? Like Sam can't defend takedowns very well. He's super skinny and long for the division. I think he's hittable. Yanal here, he has 3 knockouts, 2 submissions. 5 out of 6 by finish. PFL, he didn't get the finish, but he won by a decision. He's going to get the takedowns, I think. He's going to get the control of time. He's going to have heavy shots. He's going to be looking for that knockout live for the submission as well. I'm just going to play it. Money line, $3. Really good underdog. He's not my underdog of the week, but I'm disagreeing with Loaf on this fight. And we're disagreeing on 3 on this card.
Next up, we got the other one we're disagreeing on. Chris Duncan and Omar Morales. I'm going with Omar Morales, man. I mean, I feel like he finds this one. The only people he lost to is Ross Medic, who's a good prospect, 8-1.
Yeah.
Then he lost to Jonathan Pierce, and he also lost to Giga. I mean, those guys are pretty tough as well. Omar fights good competition, and I feel like he's gonna find this one, man, against a new kid like this. And like he is good though, Chris Duncan. He has good stats and stuff, but I feel like Omar is just gonna. I feel like he's gonna edge it out, man. And he's gonna find that shot. He may put him out. If not, it'll be a decision, but I might take him just to win at $1.83.
Yeah, Chris Duncan, this guy, like I said, I have least amount of confidence in this guy other than the other Duncan. The Dana White Contender Series fight was pretty close. He got tagged and rocked. He had to come back and win that fight against Charlie Campbell. But he has power in the hands. He can end it in one shot. I'd play it by knockout. Like, this is a good one to disagree on, Loaf.
Yeah.
But I don't really like picking guys just for the knockout. Like, I think Omar could definitely win this by a decision. He's probably the better pick. I should probably switch my pick, and then we disagree on 2. Because we disagreed on 2 of the last 3 weeks in a row.
So what are you doing here? You switching your pick, or what are you doing?
Like, Duncan did get dropped in his Contender Series fight. Umar was fighting at Killcliff, Sanford MMA. He's training at, like, KO shot or KO something now. But, yeah, he does have good hands. 5 submissions. He's going to test Chris Duncan here. I don't have too much confidence in Chris Duncan. I was going to play it by knockout on the bets. Still might. I don't know. This is 50-50, and it's priced 50-50 too. Fuck, man.
May as well stick with your gut.
Yeah, but Omar has a slight reach advantage too. He does have good training, and he was a... You know, people were thinking pretty highly of him coming into the UFC. 11-3. You know, it would be good to disagree on 2 for 4 weeks straight. I don't know. We'll see on the final prediction show. Right now, I'll go with the fucking... Fuck, man. This is close. This is a super close fight. Omar's getting old, too. That's another thing I've written down. He's getting old. He got finished in his last 2 fights. He does have 100% takedown defense. Or 100% takedown accuracy. He averages 1. If it goes the distance, he's going to win this fight. I'm going with Chris Duncan for the knockout. Final pick. I think it hits. He has 1-punch knockout power. Omar's chin. It's going to get tested. It's going to get tested. It's going to look like Chris is losing this fight, and then boom, he's going to win this fight. I'm going to play it by knockout, probably.
Next up, we got Jack Shore and Makwan Amirkhani. And I'm going with Jack Shore, obviously. I think he gets this one done. I mean, last time, his first loss is only to Ricky Simon, and Ricky Simon's unbelievable. Yeah, Ricky Simon's a great fight. I feel like he's going to be climbing the ranks here as soon as they start giving him some fights.
For sure, man.
Well, he's already in the ranks, but I feel like he's going to get very high. But, yeah, I got to go with Jack Shore, man. I feel like he gets this one done. I'd say probably decision. I want to say decision, so I'm going to say decision for Makwan Amirkhani and Jack Shore. So Jack Shore edges it out. Yeah,
Jack Shore. He's going to be the better striker for sure.
Yeah.
He averages 3 takedowns, too. Yeah, that last fight against Ricky Simone, you bet on that fight. You bet against Ricky Simone, though, didn't you?
No, I got Ricky.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, Ricky Simone's the real deal. Loaf had money on it by submission. That cashed. I don't know if we were doing the forecast at that time, but...
Yeah, I love Ricky Simon, honestly.
Ricky Simon's the real deal. Makwan Amirkhani, though, he's going to be looking for the submissions as well. I don't think he's going to get it, though.
Huge underdog, dude.
Huge underdog. He didn't get it against Jonathan Pierce. He got finished by knockout. I even have written down here, Jonathan Shore could be live for that knockout. He has 4 of them.
Jonathan Shore.
Oh, fuck. Jack Shore could get the finish. 4 knockouts, 8 submissions. Lost. Hopefully he comes back hungry, looking for that win by finish. But 122, you could parlay it up with something like Ludovit, Klein. 2 guys that I think are definitely going to win. 122, 161, that could be plus money. Tag on one more guy. But I definitely think Jack Shore wins this fight.
Make sure to smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate the support. And make sure to also join the Patreon.
Only $5 a month, exclusive and early access, all of our bets, parlays, and we have Lowe's DraftKings lineup out there too. He had Rob Divashvili in his DraftKings lineup. You probably did pretty good on that too, man.
I forget who I took on that now.
Did you actually place that though?
No.
Fuck.
No, I was just showing an example of what I wanted
that
to do.
Probably would have done very well.
Yeah, it was pretty decent.
Jeez. Well, I might even do a DraftKings this week too, man.
Yeah, DraftKings is good, man, because you just rely on points. Doesn't really matter winner. Someone puts up a lot of strikes and numbers, you can get good, just as good, right?
Yeah, we should talk about that more often too. We forgot to mention that on the early prelims. So main event, let's talk about more DraftKings love.
Fuck yeah.
Who we got first, buddy?
This is your underdog. You give her.
My underdog of the week, Roman Dolidze, Georgian, another Georgian, $3 underdog as well. He could be my lock of the week too. I think he's going to dominate Marvin Vettori. He dominated Jack Hermanson. He's looking very good right now. Last 3 fights, all finishes. I think he's going to finish Marvin Vettori, but Marvin's never been finished. He went the distance with Israel Adesanya twice. But Dolidze, man, he's a high-level, world-class grappler. I think he's going to get this one done. Dog of the week. Another Georgian. What do you think, Lowell?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think Dolidze's honestly different, man. I think he's a really good fighter. I feel like that one loss was just kind of unlucky. It was one of those ones where he first got in the UFC and, just got edged out. But I feel like he's really taken his fire back here. I think his last 3 were by KO. Yeah. I mean, he's just on a roll. I feel like he found his rhythm. He found his rhythm big time, and I feel like he gets this done by a finish for sure.
His first 3 pro fights were all submissions, but he was going for that submission against Jack Hermanson. So
I mean, he dominated Jack, too, on the ground, and that's surprising. So, if it goes to the ground, man, Marvin Vettori may even be in trouble, even though Marvin loves to wrestle and go to the ground. I feel like that's going to be a problem.
Marvin has a great chin. Marvin has such a good chin, though. It's going to be hard to finish Marvin Vettori, so it could be a decision, man. Yeah, you should play it money line. Roman Dolidze.
I think Roman gets him. Maybe not by necessarily like a knockout call, but like a ref stoppage even.
Yeah. It's probably going to be a good price for inside the distance. I'll play it inside the distance and money line. Patreon members going to have access to that first right away. Can't wait to see what the odds are, too. It's probably going to be something juicy, hopefully. He's been making us money.
Next up, we got Jennifer Maia and Casey O'Neill. Obviously, I'm going Casey O'Neill for this one. She should have no problem getting this done against Jennifer Maia.
1 year layoff.
Jennifer Maia getting up there, not like huge in age, but I mean, she fought a lot of people. She's kind of slowing down a bit, I find. Casey O'Neill fresh. She looks really good. And I don't think she's going to lose to Jennifer Maia. So I'm going to go Casey O'Neill, but it is going to be a decision. Jennifer Maia lost 7 of her 9 by decision. So I feel like Casey O'Neill puts it on and gets it by decision.
Yeah, Casey O'Neill's trained at Tiger Muay Thai. She's going to be the higher volume striker here. Jennifer Maia, though, she's fought high-level competition. She has power, but 37% striking accuracy. She's not going to have much chance like against Casey O'Neill on the feet. Casey O'Neill does average +2 takedowns, but her last fight, she didn't get any against Roxanne Modafferi.
Roxanne's good, though.
Roxanne is good, but Jennifer Maia beat her by unanimous decision. Looking back at the stats, Casey O'Neill put up more volume, more output. She's going to do the same here, win it by a decision. Might be looking to bet it. I think we're on the right side of the women's fight.
I think Casey O'Neill is a good one to bet.
Yeah, this is a good women's MMA fight to bet. Casey O'Neill decision. Yeah, I like it.
Next up, we got Gunnar Nelson and Brian Barberena.
Brian's a dog.
I mean, this is going to be an interesting fight, man, because I kind of wanted to take Barberena first because, I mean, he does have knockout power, and he's, you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he knocked out Robbie Lawler.
But Gunnar loves the submissions. He's fucking unreal at the submissions.
Nasty.
And honestly, man, I thought Gunnar was a lot older. I honestly thought he was a lot older. When I found out he was 34, I had no idea. So, I got to go with Gunnar Nelson, man. I feel like he's going to get this one done by submission. We haven't seen Brian too much on the ground. I feel like if he goes there with Gunnar, it's going to be a problem. So, I'm going to go Gunnar by submission.
7 submission wins in the UFC for Gunnar. Very live for that submission, man. 3 for 3 on takedowns his last fight against Takashi Sato. Only had 1 submission attempt. He almost got her.
And that was off a layoff as well. A pretty decent one. So, I mean, to come back and even get a win is positive.
Yeah, they just chuck him in cards. I thought he was actually from England, but he's actually from Iceland. He's Icelandic. He's 18-5. He has a pretty good record, man. I think he gets this one done by a submission. I'll be looking to bet it. Brian Barberena, he is a dog. You know, he had the knockout against Robbie Lawler.
But he got subbed last time as well.
Got subbed last fight against Rafael. Neck crank. I think Gunnar Nelson, 7 submission wins in the UFC alone. Mm-hmm. He has 12 submissions, 4 knockouts, only went the distance twice. You know, he only gets 1 fight a year.
But I mean, if you're looking for a safe bet, this one's definitely not going the distance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
If you want to play it safe, you could put it on the parlay with Klein and Shore, those 3 guys. That could be the moneyline magic on Friday. I definitely think he wins this fight. Sprinkle a little bit on that submission if it's valuable. I don't think there's going to be too much value. I think it's going to be like $2, $2.20, something like that. You know, I think a lot of people are thinking it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Brian Barberena's takedown defense, you know, it's not great, 54%. Probably going to get taken down here and get submitted.
Next up, we got a pretty low-level fight.
Super, super low level. Don't watch this fight, you know. Just wait for the main event.
Okay, for real, though. Do either.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next up, we got Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. And we're going to be disagreeing on this one as well. I got Rafael Fiziev, man. I know some people are going to definitely be taking Gaethje at this price point. He is alive for the finish for sure. He has fought really good people. Both of them alive. Like I said to Ryan, man, with these guys, it really comes down to who lands that.
Joseph, not Ryan.
Okay.
Like, it don't matter.
Like I said to Joseph, when I come.
Sure.
Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, and I'm obviously going with Rafael Fiziev on this one.
Obviously, eh?
Obviously.
Yeah. Because it's close.
Okay, no. Okay, ready?
Well, you can keep going.
Okay. Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, and I'm going to go with Rafael Fiziev. I know Ryan's going with Gaethje.
Ryan.
Fuck! Okay, one more time. Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, and I'm going with Rafael Fiziev for sure.
Are you? For sure.
Okay, enough. Here we go.
I'm not restarting.
Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Ryan, stop laughing.
Okay.
Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, and
you're going with Gaethje. Lock it in.
No. Next up, we got Justin Gaethje and Rafael Fiziev, and I'm going with Rafael Fiziev. I know Ryan's going with Justin Gaethje.
Ryan. Yeah. My real name's Ryan.
Okay, no.
My nickname's Joseph.
All right, one more time. We got it.
His nickname's Loaf. My nickname's Joseph.
Next up, we got Justin Gaethje.
Okay, we gotta...
Okay.
I was gonna actually not...
Stop, man. Stop talking. We gotta stop right now. Cut it. Ready? Cut.
I don't even think I'm gonna recut it because this is so funny.
No, fuck off. Put it on bloopers.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna cut it.
Next up, we got Justin...
Ryan. We're not gonna...
What do you mean you're not gonna fucking cut it?
People are gonna have to watch through this shit.
No, man. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going with Justin Gaethje. I think he's going to knock out Fiziev. His debut, he got knocked out. Fiziev, a lot of people are high on him. I see we want picks, probably locking him in. But we want picks takes all favorites. All favorites. Okay. Justin Gaethje, co-main event spot. Volkov hit last week by knockout, and Justin Gaethje's going to hit by knockout. I'm putting money on it. I know Loaf agrees, because you just seen all that shit.
No, I don't agree. I got Rafael.
No, I know you don't agree. Yeah. You got Fiziev.
Yeah.
Or is it Fiziev?
Yeah, it's Fiziev.
Yeah. People say it different.
I got Rafael Fiziev in this one.
And two flags, too. He's from Azerbaijan. That's where his dad's from. He's actually born in Kazakhstan. I threw two flags in there.
Oh, yeah. Shavkat. From where Shavkat's from.
Yeah. He's a good striker, man. Seriously good on the feet.
He is good. Puts together good combinations as well.
Muay Thai striker. Trained at Tiger Muay Thai. Spinning attacks.
But like I said, it's really who comes down, like, gets the clean first hard shot. Because these guys are just going to stand and bang it out, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm going to be out of my seat.
Both of them have been knocked out before, so it's really about whoever gets clipped hard as fuck first.
It could be Gaethje.
And it could be Rafael.
It could be Rafael.
It's going to be a close fight.
Yeah, but Gaethje's fight with Michael Chandler, man, he avoided the wrestling. He put up more strikes, high volume, very good head movement, and the leg strikes. He's attacking that lead leg. Yeah, I trust Justin Gaethje with my money. He's going to fight for your money.
I am surprised he's almost $3.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be a favorite when this fight first got announced, but yeah, a lot of people super high on Fiziev. Like I said, we want picks super high, and they think he's going to be a champion. Yeah, like, he is a good striker.
Striking's unreal.
He has a good background. I think he was in the military, something like that, like Loaf said. But yeah, I'm going to be out of my seat for this fight.
And he can dodge a lot of shit, man. He can do some crazy dodges.
It's a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. It could be a decision. That's why I have Justin Gaethje decision on my sheet, but I really think it's going to be the knockout.
I believe it's going to be Rafael by KO TKO.
Yeah, I'll go Gaethje knockout. Like, he has 19 knockouts versus Fiziev's 8 knockouts. He has 23 wins versus Fiziev's 12. Fiziev's 12 knockouts. Or 12 wins there. Gaethje has so much more experience, man. And he fought Khabib, Charles. His last 2 losses were by submission. He's not going to get submitted in this fight. Yeah.
It's going to be close.
He might not get the knockout. He might dominate by a 3-round decision, but 275 money line, I'll definitely be attacking that. And I was going to put it as lock of the week, too. And I was joking around about it, and then Loaf said, "Oh, no, don't do it, but...
I wouldn't recommend it. It's going to be pretty close.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Be careful with your money, but I was right on Rob Devachvili and Alex Volkov last week, so people should start listening to me and stop doubting me and, you know, put a little respect on my name, put a little respect on Loaf's name, UFC Forecast. Don't forget to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button, because we got the 3rd fight between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman.
The 3rd fight.
Yeah, this is our 3rd fight.
Oh!
First time was a decision
I said
for Usman.
3rd fight. Like, of the video or something.
And the second time, that was a famous knockout, Leon Edwards. Head kick. It's in my shorts videos. Incredible speech in the 4th round going into the 5th. Final minute, head kick. People were talking about elevation in Salt Lake City and shit like that. Like, whatever. Usman, people talking about his knees and they're going bad. He's getting old, 35. He was dominating that last fight.
Yeah, was he ever?
Yeah.
Until he got head kicked anyway.
He averages 3 takedowns. He has a 97% takedown defense, even though he got taken down last fight against Edwards. You know, Edwards isn't as big as an underdog this time, but I think this is the last time Usman's going to be this big of a favorite. I think he's going to dominate this fight. He's going to be hungry for the knockout. Last time, if you check out our video, it was only our 4th video ever. We went back and watched it. We didn't even show our face. We didn't even have a camera. We had pretty low-level content compared to now. And looking at the thumbnails, our thumbnail for this week is fire. So much better than last time. But we're not going to predict a first-round knockout for Usman. That's for sure.
No. I honestly feel like it's going to be a decision for Usman.
Yeah.
It was nearly that last time until Leon got that head kick. It is technically skill, but I believe it was just... I believe it was one of those flukes, man.
Yeah, it was
He just got caught with it. And, I got to go with Usman, bro. I feel like he's going to be able to not get knocked out this time. I feel like he'll be able to get an easy decision win here.
Well, that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Anyway.
Like, you never know after
getting knocked out by one person, you know what I mean? You're going to have that mindset. Israel Adesanya struggles with it, not too, obviously, with Pereira. So, I mean, it'll be in the back of your mind, but I feel like Kamaru's going to be wanting that belt back. He's going to get her back.
Yeah, I think he's going to be hungry. Like, the knockout could be live. He only has 1 submission win, 9 knockouts. Super, super powerful. Like against Jorge Masvidal there, man. Just completely slept him.
Real powerful now.
And Leon got, like, kind of on skates against Nate Diaz, so... You know, we were...
The knockout's live, too, for sure.
Really high on knockout the first time.
Yeah.
So,
and it could be, man. You never know. If he catches him right like he did Jorge, he'll be go to sleep for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to go too hard on decision for Usman or knockout. Maybe a little sprinkle on both. But I really like betting after the face-offs. Because after the face-offs, you get a good feeling about, you know, the intensity and what the fighters want to do after the press conference. So stay tuned for the final prediction show. It's usually out there on Saturday morning, but if you place your bets like an hour before the fight, you know, the odds are still pretty good. You can still get your props in there, and you get to listen to the UFC forecast. And a lot of guys on the sheet there last week were on Romanov, Peter Yan. So, you know, our predictions are pretty good. We have a good insight on these fights. So please smash that like button, suplex the subscribe button. Block of the week streak ended. You know, that was a pretty good streak at 5. But unfortunately, you got to trade one thing for another. So maybe I'll get a dog streak with Merab Devashvili. And you're looking for a lock streak. So who are you going to go with for 3 now, Loaf?
For my 3 lock, I'm going to go for...
And it's looking like pretty good value.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Lerone Murphy for sure. I feel like he is going to be a good lock. I mean, he's a dog, man. He fights hard. Yeah. And I feel like against a newcomer in the UFC, you know, he's just going to have that experience, man, be able to pour the pressure on. So I'm going to go with, for sure, Lerone Murphy.
My lock, people might not like it because he's the biggest favorite on the card. So it's going to be a first-round submission lock pick. And I'll put that on Instagram, too. If you're on Instagram and Twitter, I post some bets out there. We post our final picks out there. We have a bunch of good content out there, too. So check that out. Instagram, Twitter. We're on TikTok too, Discord, Patreon. We're on all platforms. And we've only been a channel for 7 months looking back. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. Content's looking a lot better. We're doing the locks and dogs now. And we're doing best bets on Friday. So, underdogs of the week. People really like the underdogs. Make some money.
My underdog of the week is going to be Malcolm Gordon. I feel like Malcolm Gordon gets this one done. He's a tough little fuck. He's scrappy, man. Knows how to get it off the ground if he does get taken there. So I'm going to go with Malcolm Gordon. He looked good in his last one against Muhammad Mokaev. Even though he did get finished, he looked well. And like I said, I thought I was going to go with Dennis Bonder, and then he broke his arm and shit, man. So I got to go with Malcolm Gordon on this one. It has the same birthday as me. You got to go with him.
Yeah. Hopefully the dog doesn't bite us in the ass this time. I like Malcolm Gordon as well. I'm going to play it money line. You know, he could win by a decision. It's Jake Hadley, hometown fight, but he was low volume against Nascimento, lost by a split decision or a unanimous decision there, so he didn't look too great. I think he's going to lose this fight. A big dog fight with Malcolm Gordon. Stay tuned for that fight. Don't miss it. My dog of the week, he's on the main event against Marvin Vettori, who's never been finished. Roman Dolidze. I think he gets it done inside the distance. Dominant grappler. Probably going to be a TKO in my opinion. But play this one money line as well. Just be safe. Take that dog value. Money line. Smash it. Don't forget to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're doing a $500 giveaway. You have to be in the Discord. We're going to do a giveaway bot at 400, 500 subscribers. All what you got to do, hit that little emoji, and it's just going to randomly pick a winner. We're at 115 subscribers right now. Really appreciate that support. Like I said, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're posting content out there daily. I'm going to have some content out there pretty soon. Posting stuff on Patreon right after I end this video. And like I said, stay tuned for the final prediction video. We're going to have our best bets out there. Hopefully Loaf makes the final prediction show this week. He didn't make it last week. He got called into work. After those face-offs, that's when I really pulled the trigger. And when Loaf's here watching the face-offs, it makes it so much better. Just because, like, it's pretty intense at the face-offs. And it's really fun to recap them, you know what I mean? Like, last time there was a big shove, Peter yawned, so... Didn't get to watch it with you last time, so this week, hopefully you don't work. But post-weigh-in face-off show, it's always a banger. Stay tuned for that. Really appreciate the support.
Peace out.